I think I'm losing my mind. Trying to run these brake lines should be simple, but I've made it overcomplicated, and I want to just run these. I think I got a great spot. There's like pretty much two ways you can run these lines. One is just simple, run both up to the master, done. But I want them to be secured, not to get in the way, not to have any binding. I also want them to look good. I don't want to have this random loops going every which way. Bikes, if you start to look at them more and more closely, you can see where the brake line is just ran at the most simplest way with some zip ties and be done with it. Some don't notice it, but it's just something that I want to have completed look on this bike. I think it goes a long way. It's all about the, the devil's in the details on getting everything together. Completes the whole look for it. So got everything laid out here. I got some sweet parts that finally came in across seas. I've been waiting for a very long time. They took a couple weeks. Ridiculously expensive, and I'll get into that. So let's start rolling, showing you guys what we got. Starting off with the left side, and we are going to run essentially a 41-inch brake line hose all the way up to the master. So we could attach it, loop it, and be done, but that looks sloppy and it's going to flop everywhere. Could mount it at one point and at least hold it some, zip tie it up there. That looks messy. I want to have it so that it's tucked, neat, and even down to some of the loops. It all looks great aesthetically. Because even if you go back to like factory Harleys, all of their brake lines look aesthetically pleasing because you don't notice them. If you notice some weird looping that's going on there, some massive odd shape it has, you'll get distracted, and then you'll start figuring out what else is wrong and why it's put together that way. We're gonna run this where first we'll get the brake line, of course, in here, and then we'll get to figuring out which way we're gonna go to hide this 41-inch brake line hose. V4 calipers never came with a banjo bolt. I don't know if it was just like an open box that I got, maybe the vendor, whatever it is, but had to find the banjo bolt, of course. It's metric, not standard, so it became a little more difficult. Then on top of it, what does it look like? So usually they come with like an ARP looking style head, and then the rest is history, right? So going up here, but I wanted to find something that was just a little more tighter, a little bit more unique with it. So started looking at bolts and came across Pro Bolt, which these are a titanium bolt. Of course, this is like their fusion color one. Give a little bit more than just blackness around the whole area. Hopefully it looks good. I'm 100% sure this is it. And it even has the safety holes into it as well. The light difference that these bolts have is insane. Feels like aluminum, but the tensile strength on this is like above 20,000. Locked and loaded here. Got our washer on top. Pop that in there. We'll get a washer going down below. And we're done. That's it. All right. Oh, the brake line. Yeah, we need to run the brake line. Okay, this mammoth brake line we got here of 41 inches. We are going to figure out a good aesthetic pleasing. I'll show you guys what I mean by this. Maybe you've never run brake lines before, you've never come across until you do. These are still using, I like these brake lines a lot. There's the Goodrich brake lines. They're nice, they're black. That's the look I was going for. So I'm going with the braided ones, clear, I think they call it. But so we're gonna attach this here. All this stuff just smooth. Just don't even need anything else. Seals it up. Perfect. Okay, this is the dilemma that I'm talking about. So we have all this brake line. We gotta get it way over there, and we can loop it like this, but that looks like crap. We can loop it somehow under here. And these triple T's have a lot of different holes for mounting and positions, which helps out quite a bit because it gives you mounting points now that we can work with on getting some of these clamps in here to be able to do a hose clamp properly. A lot of these flat track T's that are out there that do the same distance, the 7 3/4 distance between, and run the same type of shocks, do not have that. You kind of are at the helm of just drilling right into it. And I'm glad I don't have to do that. So what I'm thinking is going towards the motocross way, and which is adapting it right to the actual T right there. A nice, I want it like an S or a swoop or a loop here. That. And we'll tuck it inside, make sure it stays in there. We'll adjust this a little bit. I want to have a nice loop going through, because if you go straight, it looks like it's forced. And then if you have too much, you know, going out there, just looks like it's going to get in the way. It's going to hit the frame when it turns. It's tight up in here because of the rake on here. So it's more like that. And we got to be able to clear everything. So we just need a slight droop in there. Right here. Looks pretty good. All right, so grab a clamp and start off with this one here. We have 2 pinch bolts we can work with, so we can either mount it up here or down here. I'm thinking down here so that we can swoop underneath. And we should have plenty extra room here on the threads to be able to get through. And being creative with these clamps and trying to find ones that flow. So you can go to the normal hardware, automotive, whichever one you choose, and they have the wire ones that have a rubber cover. These are dipped. This is what the factory Harley would use for a lot of their stuff. And the other ones are more for electrical. It would work, but these are a little bit more beefy. They're steel. And then these were hard to actually track down. The only auto parts store near me that had these ones was Napa. To get rid of this bulkiness, titanium. Dished out, hex head right up on top. Just has a unique look. Nice, clean, super lightweight. Got to match well with what we got going on here. And when we go and remove these, you just got to get one wrench instead of 2 different types. And why stop there? Let's remove these here. Place it with a fresh titanium bolt. Look at that, now all matching. Was that necessary? Absolutely not. Way overkill, but looks cool. Matches the studs on the rotors. Need to now kind of work on some of the other ones, shine them up. But anyways, back to the brake line, okay? Installing our banjo bolt there, and brake line, 90, okay. See, this truly does work here. So we're going to copy the other side and make sure it matches there and get the droop that we are looking for. And I found if we just flipped the clamps over, they actually give it a better flush look. And these pinch bolts, not careful enough, you can strip them out. Awesome. Now we can work on the top here. So in order to get these hoses to mate now, we need a banjo bolt here in the master cylinder, and I'm going to run 2 straights off of there. I got one already going right here, and then I got the other one right there. Those are all set. It'll be easier that they're on before we put them into the banjo bolt. Let's have them prepped on the hose. And Brembo does a nice job of actually including banjo bolt. So it won't matter which one's top or bottom. We just do what's easiest. So we'll do this one, which is the right hand on the bottom. Get our middle washer just like that. And then we'll get our top hose like that. And finally stack it with a copper washer. Because everything is still pretty rigid. It should be fun trying to get this in the hole here. All right, I'll go back and tighten that, but it looks good. I do like that. This is awesome. This was last on my list as far as which way to run the brake lines. I didn't think that line was going to work that way. I didn't think it was going to be as smooth, but it gave me the right shape, the nice droop in front, and I've been able to match the other side as well. And the top, pretty much got everything out of the way, tucked away. I love it. So we're going to run that, waiting on my reservoir kit up here for the Brembo caliper or the Brembo Master, so then we can actually get these bled, and then the front end will be ready to rock for the road. That brought us to me on this one. I'll greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. For those who've already subscribed, thank you as always. Stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.